The boot is going back to Baton Rouge. And here it is, folks. Now you know what's at stake with Bama and Ole Miss. LSU will clinch the SEC West with an Alabama win at Ole Miss today. Katie?
Thanks, Tess. Coach Kelly, the mark of a good team is being able to find different ways to win. Your defense pulled you through. What do you think of their ability to just gut this one out?
Just a great performance. We really didn't find ourselves today on offense, but look, sometimes you got to grind through. I mean, this is a tough league, and the SEC is tough. Arkansas played great today. They were difficult to get anything going, and hat goes off to coach today. Sam had his team ready to play. And again, we made plays on defense, and that was important. Perkins was outstanding today. He was all over the field. And again, it's survived in the SEC. We found a way to win on the road when we didn't have our A game. And you just keep, hopefully we learn how we have to prepare offensively week in and week out in this league.
We'd be here a long time if I read you Harold Perkins' stats today.
Great.
What do you think when you're watching him play from the sidelines?
That he's on our team, thank God. It's his athletic ability, his ability to consistently make plays. And listen, getting him in position to make plays too as a true freshman. I think Coach House has done a great job of utilizing him. Sometimes you have a great player like that and you don't utilize him right away. I think our staff and Coach House has done a great job of utilizing him to make an impact like he did today here at Arkansas.
People wondered how your team would respond. You still control your own destiny. How proud do you feel to be able to say that?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, look, this is our 5th consecutive SEC game, coming off a big game last week. They fought hard today. It wasn't the best performance, but again, give credit to Arkansas. They played great defense today, and we just had enough to get the win.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks.
All right.
Greg, what's your takeaway?
Wow, family. Y'all seen that? Big win by our Tigers, man, 13-10, and not so much as the score is concerned, but fam. LSU couldn't muster much of anything offensively speaking. They did get the touchdown and a couple of field goals in the matchup, but the defense, and led by Harold Perkins, who put on one hell of a performance, man. We knew Harold Perkins was something special. We've seen what he did in the Alabama game and Florida and several other contests. The kid just gets better. But several LSU players, this team as a whole are progressing and getting better during the season. Brian Kelly, a lot of haters on Brian Kelly when he came to LSU. Oh, you still goddamn hating now. Are you still hating now? You had to work the transfer portal to get players here. And look what he's done, man. LSU looking damn good, man, heading into this thing. So they'll need a little help from Alabama to get it done, man. But my goodness, LSU took care of business today, 13-10 after the big win over Alabama last week. And we called on Bama, who plays, was about to start playing against Ole Miss at Ole Miss to get the win to help LSU clinch a trip to the SEC championship. Did you call that when the season started? Did you see first year coach Brian Kelly heading into the SEC championship game against Georgia? Because that's pretty much who it's going to be. Very, very, very exciting times at LSU once again. Who knew it? All we needed was a coach that knew what the hell he was doing, that had a recipe for winning, and all the resources that LSU had to muster. Match made in heaven. Let's go over the team statistics in this one, family. Of the game, 13-10 win over Arkansas. And like Coach Kelly said on the post game, he's right. This Arkansas team, from a defensive standpoint, played his ass off, man. They really were. They stifled whatever Jalen Daniels thought he was going to do. Williams was able to get some yardage though, but they were able to stifle Jalen Daniels in this game. So shout out to Arkansas's defense, man. If they had offense, they might have been. They probably would have beat us if they had some type of offense. But anyway, in this one, 4-14. LSU was on third downs, 15 first downs. Same with Arkansas, 6 of 17 on the third down efficiency by them. 284 total yards by LSU versus 249 by Arkansas. The passing game, 116-86, advantage Arkansas, 100, almost 200 yards of rushing by LSU, averaging 4 yards per rush on 51 rush attempts. So LSU just put all its eggs in that basket, almost compiled a 200-yard rushing game, 198 to be precise versus 133 by Arkansas. In this thing, the LSU piled on a bunch of penalties, 7 of them for 44 yards, only 2 for 15 for Arkansas in the game. But despite the penalties and the poorish offense, the defense helped come in there along with the special teams to help secure the win. All right, and of course we had the turnovers, the interception, the fumble, but also we were able to get fumbles from Arkansas, so it wasn't that detrimental in terms of us having 2 turnovers, but they also had 2 turnovers thanks to our defense getting after them. LSU had the time of possession 32 minutes to 32-49 versus 27-11 by Arkansas. Play of the game for me, man, and this was no doubt about it, is the defensive player, Harold Perkins. He put on a hell of a performance. Jaden Daniels, nothing special in this one, 8 of 15 for 86 yards. He did have that interception early on. The rushing attack led by Josh Williams, 19 carries for 122 yards. He averaged 16.4 yards per carry and a touchdown. He had that 31-yard run that opened things up. Emory had 3 for 40 in the game, only had 3 carries. Noah 5 carries for 25 yards. Jaden Daniels scrambled 19 times, nothing shaking and baking on that. He had 10 yards, so that's one of his worst performances scrambling for LSU, and they'll have to clean up a lot of that, man. And I think the early game coming off the high of beating Alabama, and then almost this was considered a trap game by many, and LSU was able to stay awake just enough to kind of take it away from them. Kayshon Boutte was the top guy, 4 catches for 49 yards on its side of things. On our side of things, on their side of things, it was 5 catches by J.D. Hasselwood, 5 for 39. Matt Landers had 2 catches for 69 yards, and the touchdown, he had that 40-yard busted play by LSU, which gave them, the guy just ran right past him and made the 40-yard grab that kind of make the game close. Really one of a few snafus by LSU's defense in this one. Cade Fortin, 8 of 13 for 92 yards and a touchdown. But, man, let me tell you something. Man, it was just Harold Perkins doing everything, man, for them. You see with the fumbles, B.J. Ojulari had one, Mekhi Wingo, Jaden Daniels, you see the fumbles there, and Harold Perkins on defense for LSU did it all, man. He had 3 sacks in the game. He had they saying 4 tackles. I think he had like 7 of them, more than that. These stats might be off, but he had 3-something sacks and all kinds of stuff going on for Harold Perkins. Man, he was absolutely just excellent in this matchup, man. For Harold Perkins in this game, man, he had a wonderful game in there. And overall, LSU's defense did a pretty good job too. Their guy was Drew Sanders. He had 12 tackles versus in Bumper Poole had 10 tackles. 13-10, LSU improves to 8-2, 6-1 in conference with a little help from Arkansas. The Tigers could go to the SEC championship. And I posed the question to the guys, to the family out there. Did you guys think this was going to happen? We got 2 games remaining in the season in terms of the regular season. Did you guys see this happen? I'm posing the question to the Tough Tiger Talk chat. Did you guys see this happening? We had a lot, like I said, a lot of Brian Kelly haters, a lot of Jaden Daniels haters. They're somewhere keeping their mouths closed now. But, man, this is absolutely wonderful, man, for the Tiger Nation. All right, let's go over some top 25 stats right now, family, scores right now during the game. Of course, we know what happened to LSU. Missouri right now getting blasted by Tennessee, 59-24, about 5:43 in the fourth quarter. Purdue is beating Illinois right now, the 21-ranked Illinois team, 28-21. Purdue has the ball and is driving with 6:56 remaining on the clock. Boston College just getting started against NC State, the 16th-ranked NC State. And, of course, you see a couple of games that are going to be starting soon. Nebraska up against number 3 Michigan. That's getting started soon. Alabama, 9th ranked against the 11th ranked Ole Miss team, going up there in Oxford for Alabama to see what they can do. They're more than likely going to win this game. I don't see Nick Saban losing back-to-back games. That's just not going to happen, man. Not going to happen. All right, Louisville going up against number 10th ranked Clemson. is getting ready to start. Maryland up against is getting going as well. Hold on there. Just jumped on me. All right, Maryland about to get going too against 4th-ranked Penn State. Georgia right now it's a later game. They take on Mississippi State, the top in the country. Be cool to see what happened with that. If Mississippi State is shopping, they're going to be up there in Starkville. Of course, you look at Washington, 25th ranked Washington at 6:00 against 6th ranked Oregon. The Kansas State Jayhawks, 19th ranked, taking on Baylor. And then later on in the day, TCU, 4th ranked against 18th ranked Texas in today's action. You see North Carolina against Wake Forest, Florida State, Syracuse, Stanford, Utah, and Arizona, UCLA are all going to be later on in the day. Finals, Notre Dame in a good one were able to take Navy down 35-32. Notre Dame's now 20 ranked in the standings. Ohio State blasted Indiana 56-14, their 2nd rank in the country. And Vanderbilt was able to surprise Kentucky and get a win over Kentucky, who's 24th ranked. They beat them 24-21 in Lexington. So that's a tough bid for that. Kentucky letting Vanderbilt sneak one in on them. So anyway, tough titties to those guys, and great things for us as we keep it moving. LSU 8-2, 6-1 in Alabama. I'm most certainly they're gonna get that dub to help us push on, baby. Push on, push on, push on. As we got UAB up next. And then after that, we have a matchup at the back end of the season against Texas. Also, shout out to my boy Damian, his Tulane Green Wave. Of course, my nephew went to Tulane Green Wave and played there. He played basketball for him. Right now, they're 17th ranked in the nation against the 22nd ranked UCF team. They just getting started, so that's on the afternoon game. So with that being said, fam, listen. Man, this was awesome, man. Harold Perkins is the man, dude. Let me tell you something. True shout out to you, bro. Harold Perkins is the man. Give him the ball. Give him the game ball. He earned it big time. Yeah, he closed the game, man. This was cool, man. Dame says, I didn't, Big Q. I admit I was thinking 8-4, 75 this season, Big Dog. I was thinking we explode. Yes, I had the same mentality. I wasn't putting too much. I wasn't putting too much on this season because I knew what Coach Kelly was doing. He was working with a team that he had to kind of build basically through the transfer portal. He had to build basically almost his entire secondary through the transfer portal. He added Harold Perkins in this thing and a few other players, man, that kind of galvanized Bakersfield and a few other guys they had here. And LSU had all the success despite not having their best interior guy. Could you imagine what this team would look like from a defensive standpoint if Mason Smith was still there? We lost him for the season. And, of course, Jaden Daniels stepped up, became very crystallized in that LSU offense. He didn't look – the offense period didn't look too good. They had a lot of penalties, false starts. They just was off in this game. So I think they'll have a better performance and get back on task up against who we got? The UAB Birmingham, the Blazers, I think we got coming up here next. So, man, it's fun, man. It's fun when you win. It really is an LSU season, man, to be honest with you, man. It's been amazing for the Tiger Nation, man. Absolutely amazing for LSU family members out there, man. Excellent. Devin, what's up, bro? Says, man, Q, I can't believe I'm rooting for Bama. Yeah, me either, man. But it is what it is, bro. And this is the next one we got. UAB, the Blazers, coming to Death Valley to die. We're going to slay the Dragons. Look for LSU to climb even higher in that ranking, in college bowl ranking. As we take this team on, you can see their points per game, 31 flat, giving up 21.3. LSU, 35 points a game. And, of course, the defense is getting better. Only 22.2. They're surrendering now. You see the rest of those statistics there. So, man, it's just incredible. No matter how you shake it, it's been an incredible season for LSU. We still got a couple games left. This should be a run-over win over UAB here. They're 4-5 coming into Death Valley. 2 games remaining. These guys in Texas A&M on the back end of our schedule. But Alabama is the team that we really need to pay attention to for the backhand matchup. We need Alabama to take care of business up against Ole Miss. As you see, this game just getting started, and of course, Alabama's going to win this game, fam. So don't even think that they're not going to win this game. Alabama's going to win this game. They're not going to lose 2 games back to back. It's just not going to happen like that, man. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to get out on that one, man. Listen, feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to share Tough Tiger Talk on your social media feed, man. LSU, man, with a win against Alabama, man, with Alabama beating Ole Miss. LSU is going to be playing in the SEC championship, man. And Brian Kelly's first year. How about that? And then the class that he has in 2023 and the one he's building in 24, it's going to be all he had to show people, if he beats Alabama, he's going to flip a lot of recruits over to LSU. We about to see a factory started right here, fam. All he had to do was beat Alabama and then get LSU into the SEC championship. And you're going to start seeing a lot of recruits come to LSU, man. Listen, that's all he needed to do was win. And he's done that, man. So let's keep the party going, man, in LSU Nation. With that being said, I'm going to get out on that. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you on the flip side. Pelicans play tonight. To all my New Orleans Pelican people, the Pelican post-game report will be in full effect tonight. Pels take on, who they got tonight, family? I forgot who that. Houston, I think. Yeah, the Houston Rockets. They got the Rockets tonight in the Smoothie King Center, so they're going to need to get that dub. So with that being said, I'm going to get out on that, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to holler at y'all on the flip side. Go Tigers.